Malik Nabers joining us now. Yeah, Patrick Allen.
You can
Sterling
tell he's
Holmes.
a wide receiver just based on the hand size. Like, you can tell right away when you shake a wide receiver's hand, you're like, this is different.
Yeah.
This is different.
Yeah, absolutely. Malik, how you doing? And tell us a little bit about your work here with Pepsi.
So you know, Pepsi got a challenge this week. It was with Coke against Coke Zero Sugar. They bringing it back the challenge this week. So excited to be a part of that. Excited to take on that challenge. I've been nominated for Pepsi Coke Zero. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Challenge.
Yeah.
With Rookie of the Year this year.
Yeah.
So, excited. It's been with the fans, so I'm excited about that. I think my dance must have been good. That's led me on,
Sure.
The record wasn't so good, but, I think my stats was pretty good enough to get me here. So, I'm excited for that.
Stats were great, man.
You're
It's more impressive.
Yeah.
It's more impressive. Okay?
Yeah, way more impressive. Yeah. So you were born in Louisiana, played your college ball at LSU. How cool is it to have the Super Bowl here in New Orleans?
It's amazing. I'm not too far from here. I get to come back. Eat some great food. I'm not in another spot trying to look for some food. I know all the food spots. So I'm excited that it's in New Orleans. So home based town. So. Now I get to come out here. It's not too far from home. I ain't gotta take a plane. I'm good. I can just drive.
Where do we need to go?
Where do we need to go?
So I'm trying to get some big crawfish etouffee guy.
All right.
Love crawfish.
All right. For that, you're going to have to come to my mama.
Okay, all right.
For that, you got to come home. You got to go to my mama for
Have to
that.
rent a car.
By the way, I have to point this out. You destroyed the Missouri Tigers when you came to Columbia 2 years ago?
Yeah.
When was that?
Yes.
I was at that game. I went with an LSU fan,
Okay.
so thanks for making me feel horrible out there. He's trash-talking me the entire game. You and Brian Thomas just going off.
Oh, yeah. BT was going off.
But then now you have a Mizzou quarterback who threw the football a little bit with Drew Lock, so it's all full circle right there.
Yeah.
Man, what surprised you about making the transition to the NFL? Like, what was the biggest thing that you were like, oh, man, this is a whole different level?
The level of competition.
Yeah.
You see guys your size bigger than you. So the level of competition way rises. The high level of just keeping up with your body, making sure your body is as healthy as it can be. It's a long season.
Yeah.
A lot going into it. So I'd probably say that was the main thing. It's probably the competition. As you go, it rises.
Yeah, absolutely. You balled out as a rookie, obviously. And it's going to the NFL is hard no matter what position you play. It's especially hard at the quarterback position.
Yeah.
Were you surprised that Jayden Daniels had so much success so quickly?
No, I wasn't surprised. His week to week, going into every game, I'm sure everybody hears about him waking up at 5 a.m., going and, watching film. He takes that virtual reality he goes into. So he keeps up with his body. So he's been doing that since college. And when he started doing that, I seen an immediate shift in his game.
Yeah.
He brought me along sometimes. I wasn't able to wake up at 5 a.m. With him, but, sometimes I was able to go. And I seen a complete shift in his game, so I wasn't really surprised at all.
Yeah.
Who was the toughest defensive back you had to go up against? Was there one guy, maybe a veteran here, like, oh man, I got to go up against this guy now? Come on.
I'll probably say J.C. Horn was pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
A.J. Terrell. I went against Stephon Gilmore.
Yeah.
Probably first game of the season.
He's got some years on you.
I was like, man, already? Like, I got to go against a vet already? So, yeah, probably those guys, yeah.
Yeah.
If you could catch passes from any current NFL quarterback, who would it be and why?
Jayden Daniels.
That's a good
Oh,
answer.
man,
I should have
it's
saw
great.
that
Come
one
on.
coming.
If I say anybody else, I'm gonna have to answer the questions to him.
Yeah.
Again, I'm a Mizzou guy. What was it like with Drew Lock? You know, I know Drew Lock had to come in a couple of times. I mean, going through so many quarterbacks as a rookie is tough. But what was it like, Drew Lock behind the scenes, getting ready, and then at the end of the year, he went off that one game, 5 touchdowns. What was that like?
Very competitive. I would say that very competitive, strong leader. When his energy is high, the energy of the offense is high. Throws a pretty ball, easy to catch. So having him throwing me that ball, in that game, it really helped me. He's very accurate. He's going to give me a shot down the field to make a play. I can say that for sure.
Yeah, what do you need? I mean, we don't know exactly who may be the starter in New York next year. What do you need out of the next Giants quarterback to make you the best version of you?
We need a leader. We need somebody that's going to come into the offense, learn that offense pretty quick. The offense is pretty rough, but, if we can get a quarterback and learn that offense very efficiently, read defensive well, take matters into his own hands in the time of the game, be very mobile. Those DNs is very moving. Make plays with his feet, able to throw in the run. When his opportunities to give his guy, a 50-50 chance, he's not really scared of it. And a guy that has grit.
Yeah. Who's on your Mount Rushmore of all-time NFL wide receivers?
All time. All right, I'm going with Calvin. Calvin's probably my favorite receiver of all time.
Yeah.
2, I'm going Antonio Brown.
Yeah.
When it was his time, he was going crazy. I'll probably say another one is Julio Jones.
Yeah. Nice.
And my last one, man. Whew.
I know it's hard on the spot.
Jerry?
Yes. I didn't really watch Jerry. I only heard about Jerry's stats.
And you're almost too young for Randy Moss, too.
Yeah. I'm way too young for that, too.
Yeah.
Terrell Owens, you're too young for?
I'll probably say Larry.
Yeah, Larry's a good one.
Yeah, I'll probably say Larry.
It's fun seeing the different generations and era of football where all the older guys, it's Jerry.
Yeah.
Then you go down, it's like Randy and T.O., and now it's Calvin, it's Larry Fitzgerald, and Antonio Brown's there all the time now.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, I don't know what they're feeding you guys down at LSU, but you guys are wide receiver, who's on your Mount Rushmore of LSU wide receivers?
Oh, Mount Rushmore, LSU. I got to pick myself.
Yeah.
I'm going with
You
myself.
gotta be up there.
I'm going with Jamar. I'm going with Justin. I'm going with BT.
Okay.
That's a solid 4 right there.
That is a solid 4. It's incredible, man. I've been watching, LSU and Ohio State. Those two schools just seem to turn out wide receivers. Did you get to watch any of Jeremiah Smith this year?
Oh, did I?
Right.
It's kind of hard not to. He's like the LeBron of college football receivers right now.
Yeah.
He's crazy to watch. I was keeping up with him in high school too.
Yeah.
So seeing him have very successful, freshman season, it's crazy that he did that in his freshman year.
I'm from Ohio, so I'm a big Ohio State fan. I'm watching them turn out. Chris Olave, Garrett Wilson. Then I see Marvin Harrison Jr. come out. I'm like, that's the best wide receiver I'm ever to see out of Ohio State. And then they come out with this kid. He's unbelievable.
Right.
Do you think he has a chance to be the best out of all those guys?
Oh, I think he's definitely got the potential.
Yeah.
When I look at those Ohio State receivers, like you said, Marvin, when you watch Marv, you watch his sophomore year, it was crazy.
Yeah.
You watch his junior year, it was still crazy. So, Jackson Smith and Jigma, when he was going on, it was crazy. So, that's, like you said, it's a lot of those guys that come from Ohio State.
Yeah.
I'm excited to watch him in these previous years to come. I think he's most definitely going to be the first receiver taken. He might be number 1 overall.
Yeah.
If he keeps continuing to play like that. So, yeah, I'm excited to watch him play on the years to come.
I know you were playing catch with Shedeur Sanders pretty recently up there in New York. What do you think of Shedeur in the NFL here?
I think he has the potential. He has the leadership to turn an organization, turn a team around. So I'm excited. I'm very excited to see what team he goes to. I'm very excited to see his journey also.
Yeah, I thought it was so impressive what he did at Colorado.
Right.
Him and Deion turning that program around and seeing Shedeur put up the numbers that he was putting up, I thought was just ridiculous.
Right.
Yeah.
Fun to see you two together.
Who did you cheer for growing up?
Growing up at what position?
Who's your NFL team?
Oh, I really ain't have an NFL team, but I was when I played Madden, I was always playing. Some reason I was always playing with the Seahawks. I was always playing with the Seahawks for some reason. I don't know. I liked Marshawn Lynch at the time.
Beast mode.
They had some good receiving. They had Doug Baldwin at the time. I think Golden Tate was on that team at the time.
Yeah.
So I was playing with a lot of those guys. And they had Bobby. They had Jamal. No, they had Jamal on that team at the time also.
Yeah.
Legion of Boom
Cam
was going
Chancellor
on
back there. Yeah.
So I was on that team. I had a good defense. I had a solid offense. I was good.
Yeah.
What was the most fun college venue you played at? LSU. You're always playing these incredible SEC environments. You guys are the big dogs down there, but a lot of times you had to go on the road to some other fun SEC environments. Where's your favorite place you played at?
Texas A&M.
Really?
Texas A&M. Nothing beating that. Like, it's at that night game. It's crazy. Like, it's crazy loud. They start waving those white towels. It's crazy. Like, that's a good experience. The next one I'll probably say I'm not gonna say it's like that, but I wanted to play at Tennessee so bad.
Yeah.
Wanted to play at Tennessee so bad.
Yeah.
They game crazy.
Yeah, Tennessee's crazy.
Yeah.
Malik Nabers, Pepsi Zero Sugar NFL Rookie of the Year finalist. Again, they're doing an iconic Pepsi challenge this week, going head-to-head with Coke Zero. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Yeah. I like your chances.
Yeah. Great rookie season, man. We wish you the best of luck in the future.
Sir.
Thanks for stopping by. Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Take care.